It should be working now.
Hello, hello, hello.
We should have sound now. It should be working now.
There we go.
Hello, hello.
There we go. So, I said all that stuff. No one
And
heard
none
me.
of it mattered.
They did on Instagram.
They heard it on
They heard
Instagram.
it on Instagram. Yeah, they did. So, now you kind of know what I said. You can say it again now.
I
you?
can't remember what you said.
Oh, for God's sake.
Of graphics.
Yeah.
Yes, so there's graphics on Facebook if you're watching us on Facebook. However, if you are watching us on Instagram, you won't see the graphics because we can't put it on Instagram. So you'll just have to rely on us telling you the information that you need to know. That was it, really, wasn't it? James has a croaky voice. I think that's what he wants me to tell you. He's had a bit of a cold, so it's all kind of like, sitting here at the moment. And so he's not going to talk very much, apparently, because I love talking. So we're here for questions. Questions about classes, whether you're thinking about starting up dancing or not. Well, not or not. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. So if you're thinking about starting up dance classes, or if you know people that are thinking about starting up dance classes and they have some questions about what it's all about, or any concerns or worries or anything, then we're here to hopefully answer those and shed some light.
We are.
Yeah.
And at the moment, as far as I can see, the people that are watching already come to classes anyway.
Well, that was probably bound to happen.
Well,
This is the first time we've tried to do this.
It is.
So it's always, the first time's always the hardest, isn't it? We did plan to maybe do another one later down the line. Yeah, don't touch the top of that. We've made tea.
We've made tea.
There's a little bit of steam going in front of the...
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully when we do it again, we'll get a few more people that have never been to us before, perhaps, and just want, a voice to talk to about coming to classes.
And of course, this will be saved for you to watch again later anyway. So we'll be sharing this and the information in it for people to see later.
Yeah. Well, also, since there's a lot of you here that already come to a lot of our classes or have lessons or events and things like that, then obviously we'll answer a few of those questions as well. Because we might as well, haven't we? Okay, where should we start then?
Well, we should start with what I've already prepared.
Okay, we're going to start with what he prepared
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, we are. We are going to start with what I prepared earlier. So it's got fancy transitions. We haven't got them on here. They're not here, but they're here. So
Sunday classes. So our Sunday classes will start from January the 8th, 2023, of course. In Fareham, so if you're local to that area, from 6 p.m. for absolute beginners, 7 p.m. beginners plus and improvers. Cash payment on the night or online booking and payment before the class starts.
yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's stuff at the bottom as well. Read that.
Oh, I've got to read all the stuff at the bottom as well. All evening classes run for 1 hour, with our daytime classes running for 1.5 hours. All classes will cost £8 per person, payable each week. Online payment and booking is available for most classes unless otherwise stated. Book your classes on our website, dizzyfeet.com/bookonline. Book-online.
Well done. Well done, Kelly. Well done. I'm impressed.
So share this video once we've done as much as you can, so that people who haven't been will want to come, hopefully.
Yeah. So that's Sundays.
Yes. We also have Monday nights from January the 9th in Dibden Purlieu at 2:30 p.m. for Beginners Plus.
So that's with Katie and Michael.
Millbrook, 7:30 p.m. is Beginners Pluses and Improvers.
That's with me.
That's with him. And in Fareham, 8 p.m. is a modern sequence class, and that's with Elaine.
Oh, I didn't say as well before that the Sunday classes are, of course, with Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane does our Sunday classes, and she'll be there on Sundays.
Yeah, so we've got quite a good little team now, haven't
We have got a great little team, and there's more people being added to the team all the time as well. Actually, so
yeah.
What were you going to say? You're going to say something?
There's the daytime class in Ferrum as well, but I guess you've got that.
Kelly, we're only on Monday.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
There's a thing of each day.
All right, have I got to literally read every single day?
Well, I was going to.
Oh, for goodness sake. They can read.
Should we go to Tuesday?
Tuesday, 10th of January, 2023.
But see, the graphics are not here, are they? So you've got to read it.
Well, I know.
You've got to read it.
I know. In Eastleigh, 7:30pm Absolute Beginners, 8:30pm Beginners Plus or Improvers. Later on, we might talk about what those, what would you call them, categories actually mean for you, because there can be some confusion with that. That was all for Tuesdays.
Yes, just Tuesdays and Easter. That's
Tuesday
with me again,
Easter.
of course, on a Tuesday. Yeah. Next.
Wednesdays.
Ferrum on a Wednesday.
Starting from the 11th of Jan in Ferrum, 8pm is a Beginners Plus Improvers class. Yeah. That's nice and easy, that one. It's just a 1 hour class,
and that's
that one.
me or Kelly.
Yeah, we tend to alternate weeks.
We always alternate.
Yes. Yeah.
Except when Kelly decides, I'm not going in tonight, I don't want to, and then I have to force her.
The only reason why that sometimes happens is because we've been away or something. So, and see, when we go away and we come back, I'm the one who's in charge of putting our lives back together.
Oh, behave yourself.
It's true.
It's not just you.
It's true.
It's not just you.
It's true. It's true. I have to do all the washing and stuff. I've got more washing to do after this.
Wednesday is done. Thursday,
Ferrum, 3pm is a Beginners Plus Improvers class. One is with Diane. It's become a really popular class.
Yeah, very good class actually.
It's really good, really enjoyable. It's quite a, dare I say, nice group of people. They're all a nice group of people, all the classes, aren't they?
Most of them. That Wednesday night group they're venomous, dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, that's Thursdays during the day. So we've only got the 2 daytime classes, haven't we?
We have.
One in Dibden Purley and then one in Ferrum. Which obviously suits people who perhaps don't work during the day, so it gives them an opportunity.
It does. It does. And then on Fridays, we've got a busy evening of classes on a Friday in Ferrum. Beginners Plus at 6 o'clock, and then beginners, absolute beginners at 7 o'clock, and both of those classes are with Diane. And then at 8:15 we've got our social practice class, which is for 2 hours. So that one is with Elaine. So Elaine runs our social practice class.
Yeah, and actually, you all need to go to practice.
Yeah, they do, Kel. Everyone that comes to our classes currently, you all really do need to go to practice. Even if you haven't got anyone to dance with, you really must go. The best way to get better, funnily enough, I don't know if people know this, bombshell, is to practice.
Yeah.
It's the only way you get better, and the way you remember things. And also, you get fitter.
The thing is, like, a lot of people might say, oh, well, I haven't got anyone to go with, so I don't want to go on my own. Do you know what? If you went on your own, and even if you danced on your own, marking out steps, somebody will come and help you. Pretty much guarantee that. So, you mustn't avoid it if it's just something like that that's holding you back, for instance. I would suggest going anyway, and, even if it's just the first couple of times you have a chat with people. It just then reassures you that actually, and if more of you do that and just come, then there's always going to be plenty of people to dance with. Of course, some people come as couples and they only want to dance with their couples. We have to respect that. But, some people are quite happy to share their partner around, so the more of you that come and do that, then the easier it gets. That's what I say anyway. What do you think?
I don't disagree. I agree wholeheartedly. I concur.
He concurs.
I concur.
Yeah, so if you've got any fears about that, hopefully that will put them to rest. I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. So do we have any questions that, I think you said some people had sent some in advance of this?
Yes.
Can you not just read messages whilst we're...
No, it was messages about now.
Oh, okay. So we're going to answer some questions now. So if anyone's got any questions...
Yeah. We're here to
Please
answer
do
questions.
comment and send them. I'm not sure, where am I looking to find them?
Well, yeah, there's hang on, there's one.
I don't want to touch anything on that, just in case.
Yes, that's just for observational purposes.
Yeah.
There actually aren't any questions on there.
Okay.
But there's one there.
Okay. Sarah Ball, if you're still watching. Any more news about Malvern? Oh, you went off of it.
That's it. That's all she asked.
Oh. Okay. Any more news about Malvern? Malvern's ticking along fine.
Yeah, it is.
Is
It's
there
very busy.
anything else to update about that at the moment?
No, we've confirmed both of our guest lecturers, though,
Yes.
haven't we? So you can mention that while I just get these other messages.
So we've got Marcus and Karen,
Hilton MBE.
MBE for Ballroom. So they're going to be doing some guest lectures. And
Might bring eggs.
who might bring eggs?
MBE.
I might bring eggs. Oh god. Really, sometimes I don't know what he's thinking about. And then we have Yuka and Serpa. I can't pronounce their surname very well.
Hapalainen.
Hapalainen, yeah.
Yuka Hapalainen, Serpa Sutari.
Serpa Sutari, yeah. So Latin legends, ballroom legends, we've got them coming. So it's a real rare opportunity, actually, to experience lectures like that from people who are so experienced, I suppose, in this environment. So I think for any of you out there that do competitions, whether you're pro-am or anything like that, then it's really worth coming along, because ordinarily you wouldn't necessarily have lessons with them, would you?
No, you wouldn't. No.
Because obviously you've got your teacher, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not saying they don't do a good job, because they absolutely do, but you know, it's just always good to get some more information and see what they have to say, and then obviously you and your teacher, and actually you and your teacher will benefit from that. So it's certainly worth considering if you haven't already. Okay, another question. What do you wish you knew when you started dancing that you know now? That's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a long one.
Yeah.
The steps.
What do I wish I knew? I think I wish I knew. Oh, I kind of alluded to this if you watched our podcast. I wish I knew just not to worry about what other people thought. That would be the big thing for me, personally. I think that, because that's sort of stifled me so much with my own dancing. So if I had my time again, I would certainly put an emphasis on getting rid of those thoughts, worrying about what other people think of me, because it really doesn't matter. And I'd enjoy myself a lot more. So I'd work on realising that I was worthy enough and deserved to be there just like anybody else, and that I deserved to enjoy myself, and I think that should hopefully make you all feel a bit better in that regard, because you all deserve to enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're competing or not, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy it. Yep, it's great to work on your action, work on your technique and all those sorts of things. But I like that sort of stuff. Some people literally do just want to have fun, and that's absolutely fine. I really like getting into the nitty-gritty of dancing and understanding how to use my feet and legs better and all that sort of thing, don't you?
Yes.
Well, we must do, because we competed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did do. It's not something I do much now. But
No, but
yeah.
But you know, I really enjoyed that process. So some people might find it tedious, but I really like it. So yeah. I just enjoy it all around so much more. I think that's the biggest thing. You?
Yeah. Well, I wish I'd have appreciated consistency more. And patience.
Patience, that's a big one.
Patience, because I was far too impatient with results and sometimes with partners. So I got rid of a few.
Not me though, apparently. I'm
not yet.
Stuck with him.
Not yet. Yeah, you're the current.
Yeah.
Current
I think patience is patience with yourself.
Yeah.
Because it can be very, it can test your patience a lot, because you think, well, why can't I do this? Why can't I just do it? And when you start thinking like that, that's when it's time to just go, right, leave that alone, come back to it another time.
How much did you put in this? How much stuff? Because this isn't very strong at all.
It looks strong.
It's basically got like it's almost as though you just introduced the stuff to it.
Tastes alright to me.
It doesn't say strong enough to me.
He's complaining about my tea making.
It smells fab, but it's not enough. I put more in, I think.
We're beeping.
That's a different phone.
Yeah,
something else.
I know.
We've got many phones, all do different things. Now, Peter Maisie, you've sent us loads of questions.
Oh, we've got
5.
lots of questions.
And interestingly, not one of these questions is about any classes, which was the basis of this talk today.
Yeah,
was about classes.
We've got a slightly different audience.
We have, but hopefully, now that we've done this once, we'll do it again in a couple of weeks, perhaps, and then that time, maybe more people will tune in who want to know about classes.
Yeah.
So you have to.
You want me to read out the questions?
Yeah, read out the first question, then we'll answer it.
So the first one is, we know you did competitive dancing, but did you do exhibition as well?
It's an easy answer.
No.
No.
No, we didn't do exhibition. That involves lifts. And
She's too heavy.
quite complicated. Well, it's not that it's complicated, but it is a completely different style of dance. Isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Completely different style of dance. So it would have been far too difficult to do both, actually. If you did both, there we go. That came along linked quite nicely. If you did both, did you do the same dance or have a different one for each? Not quite sure. Well, we didn't do both.
We didn't do both. So but in answer to your question, if we had done both, the normal competitive ballroom dancing and additionally the show dance would be a completely different
dance. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
And it would be choreographed to a piece of music, much the same as you've seen cabaret performances at our dances and that sort of thing. Many times couples will come and just perform their competition routines, but on other occasions you'll get dancers come along and do a choreographed routine that's specifically choreographed to a piece of music, and that is exactly what a show dance competition is. So they would dance a whole new piece of choreography to a piece of music, and also there are certain rules, so you have to include certain amounts and certain dances within your show dance number. So it's a little bit more complicated than just doing a routine that you do in a competition. So it's got its own rules and everything as well. Yeah. Which is again why we didn't do it.
I think you also have to include lifts, don't you?
You don't have to include lifts.
Oh, you don't have
you can have to. I think you can only include a certain number as well. So I think you can only have 2. I think might be 3. I can't remember.
I think it must.
And they have to learn They can only last a certain length of time. That sort of thing. I'm not completely up to scratch with all the rules for that.
Okay. Next question is, how often did you change your routines?
Well, when we were competing, not very often. We've been doing a little bit of practice recently, which is why I've got myself all poorly. Just pushed myself a bit too hard to see too much. Just
mad.
We did a quick step just as part of our exercise to work, to warm ourselves up. We've had that routine for 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been tweaked a little bit
but
for competitive compared to the show, but it's more or less the same routine.
For 15 years, yeah.
That one didn't really change much. It didn't really need to, did it? It was a kind of if it's not broken, don't fix it situation. So yeah. No, we didn't change that one that often. We did change others.
Yeah.
But
the foxtrot.
We would stick. I think we stuck, say, with our first round of routines for a good couple of years. Well, no, not that long. We've actually maybe about a year, and then we started to tweak things.
But not a lot, really. We only competed for 4 years though together.
Yeah,
so
our competitive career was really short.
Super short.
Really short.
Super short. Super short.
Yeah, so not that often really for changing routines. How long did it take you to work out a basic new routine? Not very long.
Well, it can take 10 seconds to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Not long at all.
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, some people do things quicker than others. I'm generally quite quick with choreography.
Yeah. If it's a basic routine...
Oh, it's seconds.
Then it's very easy for us to put that together, because if you're limiting yourself to basic figures, you haven't got a lot to choose from. So that makes it a lot easier. If you're working out a new routine, say for a show or for a competitive routine, then it might take a little bit longer and a bit more thought goes into it. So, but you're quite quick at choreography. I take a little bit more time. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're the male of the...
Yes.
And generally because you're leading, you take on that role, you know, and especially then if something has to change, then he's in charge of that.
Yeah.
When developing a new routine, which came first, the dance or the music?
The music always comes first.
Yeah.
Always. Whether you're choreographing a show or just a competition routine, it's always based around the music of the dance. A show is going to be a show dance piece, the sort of things that we do in shows, not show dance competitions. The music is obviously the most important thing, and you choreograph to that. But even in a competition, you still you know the music you'll be dancing to, essentially, not the specific track. So it's always the music, always the music. Otherwise, it's pointless. What's the point? Like a robot. Then. It's got to be about music.
I think I find it difficult to just dance a routine first. The only time you might do that is if it is a basic routine. You know, if you've got to do a bronze routine and there's very limited steps, you go, okay, it's this.
Yeah, but you'd still know that it's based upon
It is based upon the music.
A strict tempo piece of music.
Yes, yeah, I understand that.
So it's structured in such a way. Anyway,
There you
music. That's it. That's all of his questions.
And that's it, yeah.
We've got 2 more questions here. What is our favourite dance? Foxtrot.
Definitely foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the
foxtrot.
samba. Definitely not the samba. And Margaret says, what tea are we drinking?
Ooh.
It's gingerbread, isn't it?
Well, it's a chai tea basically, but they call it gingerbread chai because it's got a bit of ginger and other spices in it. There's no caffeine in it or anything like that, so it's purely herbal, isn't it? Herbs and spices.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not strong enough though.
He's complaining.
It's not strong
He's
enough.
complaining.
Yeah.
It's a loose leaf one though, so it's very nice. Yeah.
So, anyone got any questions about new classes? I don't think anyone's watching that is new to us, actually. Everyone that's watching is current.
Yeah. Okay.
We did have some viewers on YouTube, but we've got some. Again, they dropped off, they've come back.
No. Yeah, so
okay. Yeah, alright.
We're going live with someone, aren't we?
Yeah, providing, of course, he is sensible. I said so, I'm sure I said
But
yes.
I'm not sure how that will work on Facebook, though, will it?
Now, you've obviously got to be nice, Trevor.
We've got...
He left. I think he did it by mistake, perhaps.
Oh, he might have done it by mistake.
Yeah.
Just send us a question, Trevor.
Send us a question if you've got it. You don't have to talk to us.
There's no questions on there.
There's not, no.
Okay.
There's not, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That's it then.
Okay. How long have we been on for?
40 minutes, 35
we've
minutes.
been on for quite a while anyway, so.
Well, half now, because it was on before that. It was on before that. Yeah.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're happy, we might as well finish our tea.
Yeah. Christmas party's coming up.
We've been busy getting ready for that, so.
Well, we started.
Yeah, and then he got a little bit poorly.
Yeah.
Bless him. But we've been working really hard on that, so. Yeah, I was working out today.
She was.
Yeah.
Working out.
Make so I'm nice and
Working
fit.
in, working out.
Yeah, so we've still got plenty of time. You needed to get better.
Yeah.
So.
I can't think of anything else to tell people.
Should we go?
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, recommend this to other people if they want to find out about our classes. Please do. Because it's sometimes nicer to do it this way than a faceless email or message. And nothing's come through message-wise, has it, while I've been chatting away? No, nothing. Don't think so, anyway.
Okay.
No.
Well, if anyone out there is thinking about coming to classes and learning to dance, or even private lessons or whatever, then just know that you're in a safe environment. There's nothing to be worried about. You're not going to look silly. You're not going to you might feel a little bit embarrassed or whatever to start with, but you'll soon realise everyone's really friendly. Wear comfortable shoes and comfortable clothing, and then just come along ready to enjoy yourself and not take it too seriously.
Yeah,
I think that's the best advice I can give people who've never danced before and are thinking about it and perhaps a little bit worried or a little bit afraid about coming along, because it does put you out your comfort zone a little bit, but once you get past that, then it's usually quite a nice experience, isn't it? Yeah,
I think so. Dancing's a lovely thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that,
we will bid you farewell, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Let everybody know that we're going to do this again.
Yeah, let them know we're going to do it again. We'll do it again in 2 Sundays' time.
Okay. Brilliant.
Yep.
Have a good Sunday.
Have a good rest of your Sunday. See you later, everyone.
Evening. Bye.